and said that this was what they read with their son before the son went on deployment. So it's like, oh yeah, overcome your fears. That's not only for kids. Mikey and the Dragons. Get that book. Read it. And the Discipline Equals Freedom Field Manual. How to get after it. The audio version is on iTunes and MP3 things. Extreme Ownership and The Dichotomy of Leadership. The first 2 books I wrote with my brother Leif Babin. These are all the leadership principles that we talk about all the time on this podcast for your business and for your life. Check those out. Echelon Front, that is our leadership consultancy, and what we do is solve problems through leadership. If you need help with your company, go to echelonfront.com. We have EF Online if you need to get additional training, which you do. You can't get complacent with your leadership attitude. So get EF Online, interactive online training to keep you honed. To keep your leadership skills honed. Check out efonline.com. Or if you've got a big company, this is another one. This is the reason we created it originally, is so that companies with 38,000 employees can get everyone in their company aligned when it comes to leadership. So check out efonline.com. We have one more muster left this year. It is in Sydney, Australia. We are not going to go back to Sydney, Australia for a long time. So if you want to come check us out, and we're also not going to go to Perth, and we're not going to go to Brisbane, and we're not going to go to anywhere else in Australia. So if you're like, oh, well, I'll just wait until they come to my hometown in Australia. We're not even going to your hometown in America if you're in America. It's not happening. We're not a rock band on tour. We're not playing every club. We can't do it. We don't have the time. So if you want to come to the muster in Sydney, Australia, it's December 4th and 5th, go to extremeownership.com. Every muster we've done has sold out. So register early. We also have EF Overwatch. So if you have a company and you want spec ops or combat aviation leaders coming into your company to help with your leadership, then go to efoverwatch.com to connect and find one of those leaders to come into your company. And if you have comments or questions or answers for us, you can find them on the interwebs. You can find us on the interwebs. We are on Twitter, we are on Instagram, and we are on Facebook. Key. For the disabled American veterans, they are at DAVHQ on Instagram and on Twitter, and then on Facebooky, they are just at DAV, and Echo is at Echo Charles, and I am at Jocko Willink. And once again, thanks to Mr. Jim Sursley for sharing his story with us. And it's such an honor for me to be able to talk with such men and women who have given so much, and yet they continue to give. And to all the other veterans out there, to those that have served and those that are serving and those that are holding the line as we speak. Thanks to each one of you for fighting for our freedom, and to our police and law enforcement and firefighters and paramedics and EMTs and dispatchers and correctional officers and Border Patrol and Secret Service and all the first responders. Each of you work so hard and give so much to keep us safe here at home. So thanks to all of you as well for your service, and to everyone else out there. You just heard another example of what the human will is capable of. And even when facing the most unimaginable challenges, even when ripped apart by a bomb, the will to live and the will to fight and the will to overcome is unstoppable. And what that makes me wonder, what are we capable of? What are we capable of if we summoned the kind of will that Jim Sursley has? Are we doing everything right now that we are capable of doing? Are we reaching our potential? How much more could we do? How much more could we do? There's only one way to find out, and that is to step up into the breach, to put yourself out there every day and do everything you possibly can to get after it. And until next time, this is Echo and Jocko. Out.